tying the series up 1-1. And now we go into game 3. Who will once again take the lead? Will it be Vitality for the first time, or will NAVI take it back for themselves?
That if you want to try to counter the Yves, you're going to have to go Claude, but that means the lane will be given over to Vitality as Fumieko tries to bait not Ayanami in. Vivian with a walk-up as well. Concussive blast onto Ayanami, putting a lot of damage on her, but Fumieko's going to get caught. Mirai, great backup. Vivian escaping with the Shunpu, and it's NAVI who strike first. And that's a big one for not Ayanami. Now NAVI have proper setup to actually stun Vivol down for the first neutral objective as Keishi starts it, and the Dragon is up. Black Dragon Front gonna be used up straight up into trying to zone Vivol out of this turtle pit. Vivol's trying to escape right now, but he's gonna be caught by the damage again. Lethal counter in the rectory. Vivol still gets it despite it all, and the jungle falls as well. Now it's Mirai caught under the RWM as Vivian walks up, but now she's caught in the RWM. Immobilized in that zone. Fumieko with Cine dropping down bombs.
Again.
Oh, up top.
Whoa, Red ends up dying for it. A solo kill for Kel.
Sokolil is just miscalculated by Vivol.
Yep, it's unlosable in a lot of scenarios, like the old Suyo, but still relevant as Ayanami taking his full fire. Fumieko tries Black Dragon form getting called here.
Vivol has the lethal counter if she drops down just a bit. Oh my god, she might be taken out from the skies. Gets away just in time, but she stays.
No.
Ayanami with a bench fight, Furious Dive. They're gonna go in onto Fumieko. The way the Dragon comes around with a lethal counter. Shove it. Vivol picks up the kill up top. It's Cine. Caught in the 1v3. Can she escape? She flickers out to safety past the RWM. It's free. Maybe Rain can deal with it with a splash of damage. Vivol with the red tree. Vivian still trying to buy as much time as possible, just being an absolute nuisance. Not able to get that trade in structures.
Finally, Vitality said, you know what, they're putting so much pressure on you, just take the mid wave. Cine is going to swap lanes with you and maintain that. Mirai should be, oh no.
Wait, the Dragon lethal counter, they're gonna try to feed it over. Mirai gets a massive taunt. Oh, it's a cancel, the blazing duet! Straight into the knockout strike of Fumieko!
Can they get anything off of this? No, they call it off. And Vivian getting disrespectful. Ayanami's thinking about it. They know they don't have the way of the Dragon, but the RWM is still in play.
I think it's a Sea Halberd.
Yeah, I think it's going to build into the Sea Halberd as well. There is an argument that maybe could lean into it later on and look for something else. I honestly kind of feel like Fumieko can even go for a Malefic Roar if she wanted to, but I think the smarter option is for the anti-heal. Even Keishi is having a little bit of troubles here as Cine now joining Vivian in this Roman expedition.
And Vivol into the bottom lane. They just burst her down even through the Petrify. And the Furious Dive, the lethal counter didn't even land. No, they try to go for compensation on Vivian. That's a G Kundo. She runs out of the Wrath of the Dragon and baits out the RWM. Chell with the punish. Now they all punish. Chell, it's an all-in, but Fumieko goes in the back line, and Vivol just waiting in that tier 2. Vivian getting the way of the Dragon on Keishi.
The awareness is just crazy from Vitality. That was a planned play from literally top all the way down to the bottom to corral the sheep right into the mid lane. They are capturing NAVI right now. And I think that NAVI, they got to be proactive. I think, unfortunately, the choice of ultimates here needs to be maybe not just the RW, maybe even arguably a way of the Dragon if necessary.
And Chell flickered forward. That's how comfortable she was. Now they're going to go in for the dive in the bottom lane again. Rian hasn't had the best of games so far. Fumieko just waiting for the double dash. Knockout strike. Oh, lethal counter from Vivol. Now it's the retaliation. Now it's the punish. You did that to our goal later. Now you must pay. RWM, what a save from Cine.
This is ridiculous. Vitality.
What?
With the... Oh no, they cancel out the recalls, but at least nothing is punishable at this point. But Vitality, they're starting to mess. They've kind of downloaded a little bit of the tactics that NAVI has. They're recognizing some bad habits and some... Well, even I have noticed a couple of pathways when they're on autopilot. We could potentially flank you, and NAVI has no choice but to back up because bottom and mid tier 1s are non-existent.
Oh, that top wave is looking good right now. Maybe jumps from G Kundo. Oh, a big miss, a big whip from Cine. And that's the punish from Ayanami straight onto Vivian. Fumieko with a jump, but she's only 1 against 4 right now. Mirai getting a massive taunt. And another big kill on the Paquito, this time on the hands of Keishi.
Okay. They end up losing 2 here, but is NAVI going to force the scenario? Because again, that top wave is still pushing, so Vitality can hang around here for as long as they want. If they are able to tax the health enough, maybe they can get NAVI off of this.
Whoa. Ayanami's gonna walk up again. Gets caught with the lethal counter. A straight Kumar moment. She knew the Batman was there. Blazing went onto Cini and Bivol right now, but she's able to sustain for a bit. Xiao Zhou into the back line, and Keishi won't be able to get the retry. It's Rian who steals it away and saves it for Navi. But Chen with the flicker in forward, trying to go for a bit more kills. Mirai doesn't have the Wrath of the Dryad. Bivol walks back up right now as the chase continues, and Vivian is trying to go for the Jeet Kune Do, but she will save that flicker for later. And they have to make a decision whether to back off or to go for the fight. They go for the fight, but it's only 4v4 right now. Bounty in at the bottom lane, they're going to go for the commitment right now as Vivian jumps in. The Wrath of the Dragon is able to connect in the back line, but Vivian's going to go for the chase on Keishi. Finds the way of the Dragon!
They got the kick, lethal counter takes it, they got the Lord of Chell, deals Ayanami!
Who's here is Fumieko! Punishing with the help of the RWM! Look at Keishi running through the hills, but it is onto the bush, and Chell's going to try to go for the read, and she cancels the recall! Keishi jumps in, but Chell has the win of nature. Fumieko will be sacrificed for it.
At least they got the RWM out of rain, and at this point with the Lord coming in, as long as Cini maintains her distance,
he's a race car, bro.
Just flying through. The Queen is here, and now we wait. Wait, do they know? Man, oh my God. Whoa.
Oh, right through it, lethal counter! No way, she tried to be at my forward to go for the poke on Cini as she overextended, but it was just a bait. Now it's a free Lord. And with Rian down, I believe Vitality are just going to go for the straight push.
It's not over just yet here. No big ultimate from Cini at least. Can Rain steal it? And yes, they got the RWM back.
But she's getting poked down now. It's giving the RWM to lock Cini down. Has the flicker out. Not enemy with the Petrify on the Fierce side, but it's her that gets deleted by Chell. Last baser I'm talking to be taken down as Mirai tries to move up forward for Rian to clear.
They're not willing to die for this. They're not willing to die for this base just yet. There's enough minions, and honestly, they could have forced it down, but Keishi finally in a position where actually she does some real damage. Rian as well. She's scaled up to the max items, and if the Art of Thievery is maxed out with the Golden Staff, I don't think Vitality can hold it out.
Half HP as Fumieko again waits in the bush.
The strength.
Try to go for it. Oh my God, wait, the Dragon and the full pounce! That's the win of nature. Fumieko able to survive right now as that's been the Lord taken down as Chell gets the kill on Keishi. Vivian gets away as well and gets the chastised Pauldron. No Purify and no win of nature on Rian.
However, at least they were able to trade 1-for-1 here, and Cini ends up going down. Second wave, here we go.
Ultimate's already down. And they still have Cini on the eve with the damage, with the poke, coming down with the Wishing Lantern. Oh, Ayanami finds Beerus down to Petrify, but she gets baited in, and now it's the RWM to take Ayanami down.
Didn't get max value, but that should be good enough. 2 siege minions there, and Navi, with the Vitality, has to tax him every single time. Oh my goodness, the damage coming in from Yan. Good enough to chunk down Fumieko past 60%.
Against a sort of orange-yellow team, so it's kind of similar. Very, very similar. It happened in M5. Oh, it's an all-in around Fumieko. Keishi finds a pick together with Mirai. Wrath of the Dryad is what they use to get Fumieko, but look at the rest of the team right now as Keishi gets zoned away. It's a free Lord. Rian with the BMI forward. Trying to go for the chase right now with the Black Dragon form as well, but she might just be too far ahead.
Well, but again, trying to force out a fight that they don't exactly have the perfect position on just isn't worth it. But they've already staggered the team of Vitality. They are currently 4v5. Now that the Lord, similar scenario, but at least they have Cini on their side.
4v5, but you have damage reduction. Now it's Rain who has stolen the RWM. That's the right ultimate to take.
All right, can they play this? Vitality, do they want to force Wrath of Dry? And RWM already out.
Cini just took it like a champ right there with the help of the damage reduction from the Evolved Lord. Now as the RWM comes down as well.
It's good.
It's Vivian who loses immortality. Mirai's right there. Rian gets bursted down. Chell pops it. Oh, Rain with a shutdown of the flicker. It's 1-for-1. Both gold laners gonna fall. Cini trying to run away right now. Has the flicker. Gets away in time as Ayanami goes for the dive, and Keishi lands the fracture. But Cini gets the slow on Keishi. Now it's Vivian with the walk up again. It's Vivian with the lethal counter. It doesn't land too much onto the members. It's Vivian trying to clear.
Fumi is already here, and now they have an opportunity, but they don't have a wave to actually work with just yet. They could try and collaborate with the rest of the wave to clear and try it one more time. That's just chill for you. In the meantime, at least for Rian, plenty of damage here. How did they wait? Vivian in a really awkward spot to get a reaction out of Keishi. And I like this, the fact that they're trying to get all the information and they find it. The taunt land, oh God.
It's a double taunt on Vivian. Wait, the Dragon there! And it's a big pick at the 26-minute mark. No Wrath of the Dryad though. The rest of Vitality, think about it.
At the same time, at least Vitality immediately say, we need to take control of this. We need to pull the Lord to our side. We need to reset it. Now, Fumi,
what is that damage?
Push.
Cini gets caught in the RWM, has the flicker out of the way. Fumieko to the bottom lane. They go for the crazy 50-50. Viv on the lethal counter.
He gets it! Wait, they need to cancel the recall. Fumi's already immediately going back, and luckily not Ayanami already expecting and anticipating the motion.
That's the problem against the Bauman. You still need to zone.
And they're going to push all at the same time. However, this time, it's not staggered, and they're looking for a little bit more. Sydney, you cannot afford to die here.
They have to play it very safe. Just go for the poke constantly now. It's blazing duet from Rian. Onto Fumi Echo. Is able to flicker out the safety now. Mirai trying to go for the rapid drive, but gets blocked down.
Whoa!
Finally, lethal counter.
Nobody was expecting that much damage, but okay, it works out. Vitality now looking for the end.
Minion's already there. Vivian goes over to the dragon, but it's actually off. Into the RWM they go. Keishi gets away from mid in time. Now it's a dragon to the skies. They go straight for the crystal. Vitality are up 2-1, the lead in this grand finals.
Oh man, I think Vitality, if we were talking about working out the stage nerves, working out all the plays that we're going through,